video was inspired by Super Hatman, and this is his message on screen. I intend to not steal Verbili's content with this video, and I intend to more give him a shout out. And I will put the links to his series and all the sources that I used in this video to make it in a link in the description. All of the visuals that are shown in this video are owned by Verbili's, and Cartoon Beatbox Battles is owned by Verbili's and not me. So go support Verbili's. So this video was recorded on November 6th, so this will not have CBB 15 included. So if you're watching this after CBB 15 comes out, well, I'm sorry, but it's not going to be on here. Hello, it is I, Super Kiki XD, and welcome to my ranking from worst to best of Cartoon Beatbox Battles solos. I really like the series Cartoon Beatbox Battles, so I eventually wanted to make this video where I ranked from my least favorite beatboxes to my most favorite beatboxes. Now, there are some rules that we have to go over. Rule number 1, I will not be counting the remasters, aka the beatboxes that do not have visuals such as animation. And for Cyborg vs. Terminator, I will be counting the remastered episode with aka their solos as the real ones that will be ranked. So we have 30 to go over. And second rule, remember that this is all my opinion. You can have your own opinion, and that's great because all of us are diverse people and we could all have different music taste. So if I rank the beatbox too low that you think should have gone higher, maybe you could do one of these videos of yours, or leave yours down below in the comments. Now let's stop wasting time and let's get on to the ranking. 30 and 29, we have Pikachu and Groot 1. The reason why I put these together is because they both have the same issue. They can only say their names. So they can't roast each other, and they can't really have any good flow and rhyme with their words on what they're saying. So both of them have the same issue. In my opinion, episode 2 is the worst and never criteria of it, what it is. And I didn't really like Groot's take on Gangnam Style. There was no really flow there that was just built out. It was just them saying their names. So I got pretty tired of that. So let's move on to that cut off there. But at number 28, we have Mickey Mouse 1. Now, the reason why I have a problem with Mickey Mouse 1 is because his only real roast was, "You're in the pineapple, but I'm in the clubhouse." And the other was just beatboxing. And it sounds kind of empty and plain. So I don't really like it, and I don't really listen to it often, as the animation, it's decent for at the time. And I'm happy that Mickey Mouse vs. SpongeBob was the first episode, since I really liked it. But in general, I don't really like Mickey Mouse beatbox because of the things I just said. And also, there wasn't really anything building up when he was beatboxing. And the visuals were, I said mediocre, but they were okay. But I think his beatbox was overall just mediocre. At number 27, I put Goofy at that place, because I don't really like his beatbox, because the only thing he really says is his chorus. It's "I'm sorry, Patrick, I never meant to hurt you, and I never meant to make you cry, but tonight you look constipated." Now that really isn't funny, the poop jokes and stuff. And the only really thing I like is when he goes and when it was this cartoon basketball thing. I thought that animation was really good, and the ending fit his character a lot. But I don't really like the rest of it, and his beatbox just sounds a lot like it's missing something. It feels very empty. At number 26, we have Joker. Now, Joker has the same thing that's, well, killing Goofy's from me liking Goofy's beatbox, because, well, with the first 4 or 5 episodes, they don't really have any beats, and their beats are just, I don't know, they're meh, and you can't really hear them, and it's just Verbili's going and saying the lyrics and beatboxing, and they kind of build up that beat with the beatboxing, but there's no really instrumental. Now, Joker's, he literally said that the only 2 roasts he had, well, he had some, but the main roast he had is that he's gonna make you cry like the kids couldn't scare, or something like that. But he was basically just talking how he's insane most of the time. His roasts were meh, and his visuals were okay. I liked it, but they could have been more creative, so that's why I put Joker at 26. SpongeBob is at
45.
But no, seriously, I actually enjoyed SpongeBob's performance / beatbox and definitely prefer it than Mickey Mouse because he actually roasted Mickey Mouse and he gave some decent roast on, well, Mickey Mouse. I mean, they weren't as better as Mickey Mouse's. I mean, well, Mickey Mouse only really had one. It was better than Mickey Mouse, but they were very close on the quality. But I did like SpongeBob's references and, well, him chasing over his mouse and the fun reference. I really liked those. And at number 24, we have Pennywise's first round. Now, I really like Pennywise's first round. His visuals are not that good, and so are his roasts. His roasts are not that good and could have been better, especially against Joker. But I did get his chorus stuck in my head of the red robin, ramblin'. I liked it a lot. He was very catchy for the one that doesn't have instrumental. And I like it a lot. There's no really complaints except for those two that I had. And at number 23, we have Patrick 1. Now, Patrick 1 fits Patrick's character of being a dumb, fat, stupid starfish. And it fits it really well with him not knowing what to beatbox. And I think that fits his character very well for a starfish. And I really like his unique beatboxing and his unique roast that he has against Goofy. I actually liked it a lot better than Goofy and thought Patrick 1. There's no really complaints for this one, except I just like the other ones that are above this one better. At 22, we have Cyborg. Now, this one was hard for me to record, and I had to re-record this part many times. Because, well, it just doesn't fit right with me. Cyborg's flow isn't as good as the next ones on the list. And in my opinion, it's one of my least favorite because it's not really going at Terminator, and there's only really 3 roasts directed at Terminator himself personally. And that's what I don't really like. I like in cartoon beatbox battles when the characters get close to each other, they talk smack about them, and they basically ruin their whole career and ruin their definition of their franchise and everything. And Cyborg, I feel like he went a bit too easy. And I just like Terminator's flow and beat better. It just turns out better. And at number 21, we have Groot 2. Now, why do I put this as low? His beat and his just background music, his instrumental is just, it's so good. But the problem again, I have the same problem with Groot 1. He only says, I'm Groot. He can't really roast. The visuals are pretty decent, but otherwise, I don't really find anything. I mean, I like the performance, but I like how he roasts him in visuals, but not really in, well, saying, hey, you smell like poo-poo, and he's like, I am Groot, since that's the point of his character. But, so, how is he getting beatbox against Pennywise? I thought it was very unfair. If I would have chosen a round 2 matchup, I would have made him go against SpongeBob. Since SpongeBob, he can't really roast people that hard since he's so kind that he wouldn't do that in his character. And Groot, well, he says, I'm Groot. I feel like that would have been more fair if Herbalist made that. And against Pennywise, I know that's, they both, and they both don't really have anything, but against Pennywise, that was kind of unfair, Ace. I feel like you should have switched the matches a bit. But, yeah. That's why I put Groot this low. I can't find anything really good of him besides, well, the ending, the background music and whatever, the instrumental, and, well, that's really it. And at number 20, we have Terminator. Now, the problem with Terminator is that his ending was incredible. I really liked his beat, his flow, and the ending. The ending was just visually and outstanding. But his roasts, they were okay. Some of them were actually really good. But I just don't really have that much to say about this beatbox. I like it. I would listen to it if I had to. I would. And at number 19, we have Thanos 2. Now, you might be wondering, why are you putting round 2 so low? Same as Groot. I mean, we're going into the decent section. And Thanos 1 is pretty decent. But the only thing that's keeping me away from Thanos 2, is that, well, his roasts are just middle school roasts. And they don't feel like professional roasts that the one character Thanos would bring out. You know? It feels like he would bring out more threatening vibes. But he just brings out just like a jerk vibe. I think he needs to be more scary in cartoon beatbox battles. Not that. That's how he was in round 1. But in round 2, he just didn't act like himself against Patrick. It just felt weird. And that's what I'm realizing against these people that are against Patrick. But they're just not acting like themselves, like their characters. So, yeah, that's why I don't really like Thanos 2. But I do like his beat, and some roasts, barely some, are actually good. But the other ones are not really that great. And also like his visuals, so that's a good point. And at number, I think 18, we have Deadshot. Now, Deadshot's performance is visually outstanding. I like it a lot. Some of his roasts, they were mediocre, and some of them really hit hard at Deadpool. But, his beatbox is average. I mean, lots of these beatboxes that I put in these, right, because I can't really say much things, since my opinions on them are just meh. I mean, I would listen to it if I could, and, I mean, there's no really flaws or pros or cons, and if there is, there's very few. So, yeah, that's why I put Deadshot in number 18. Batman is at number 17. Yes, I think Batman is better than Groot 2, Thanos 2, and Deadpool, and Deadshot. Not Deadpool, but Deadshot. Because, well, I don't understand the hate behind this. Most of the beatbox, the roasts hit hard. There's none really that, unless you count the I'ma turn you into a piece of poo in this battle, you will lose. But, that's the only weak roast that's in there. But the other ones, the visual is good. People say that Robin ruined this beatbox. Now, I'm gonna get hate for this, but I think Robin improved the beatbox. In my tears, I mean, not my tears, but in my ears, I think it adds to the beat, and it just helps with the flow, and it helps it continue more. And with this feature, I think it's actually pretty good. And I don't think it takes most of the beatbox. I think it's still centered about Batman. And, well, I don't really like Robin's roast, but all of it's just pretty decent. I don't think it's that bad or that good. And at number 16, we have Deadpool 1. Now, there's one thing that's been hard for me to say this whole entire time. I just can't find anything to criticize or talk about this. I mean, there's good roasts, the visuals, it's just good. That's it. It's just good. I like it. The beat's cool. The fast rapping is very cool. Well, I guess that's something. The roasts are very savage of Deadpool, just like how he's supposed to be, and I really like it. And I really like the end. I can't even do it, but it's really good. I kept getting cut off on this part. And at 15, we have Mario. Now, for Mario, he's right at the dead center point. Now, here's the thing. With Mario, the roasts that he says are pretty average and pretty decent. But I couldn't really hear him. But one thing I can see is that his visuals are stunning. And his visuals basically tell me what he's saying, what he's supposed to say. Except for that part where he points at his shoes. I don't know. It sounded like he said, look at that, you list your porn. I'm not even joking. That's what I thought the first time they said that. But I think it said your ugly red shoes, yeah. But, I didn't understand that part. That was the only part I didn't understand, by the way. But the other part I could clearly make out with the visuals in. So yeah, that's really only my complaint. I really like the visuals. My only complaint is that I can't really hear him, and some of his roasts make zero. They just don't make sense at all. At number 14, we have Black Panther 1. Now, there's no really complaints to this one. I just really like it, just because the other ones on this list are really on top of it. I really like how he brought out his Wakandan tribe and his background vocals, and I love his remix to Annie Are You Okay and California something. I forgot what it's called. But I really have no complaints about this one. This one's just awesome. Just because the other ones on the list, they have more positives than Black Panther 1. This is just decent. And at number 13, we have Darkseid 1. Now, I don't understand the hate behind this one. Maybe because it's DC, but I really like it. And in my opinion, I think this is better than Mario 1. I can honestly hear him better than Mario. And this has, like, special effects on it. So, Yeah, that's definitely saying something. I also like the roast that Darkseid puts, like you look like Michael with only one hand, and I love his chorus. It's so catchy, and I just like it. This one's very, very good. I forgot to mention it's very underrated compared to Thanos. And honestly, looking back at it now, I feel like Darkseid won in visuals. No, not really, but that's because Thanos won is something. And it's at number 12. Because Thanos' visuals are just stunningly, they're so good. Darkseid, this was one of the closest matchups in round 1. Because, oh my gosh, both of their sound effects, they're good. With their sound effects and their beatboxes and how they're talking, I can still understand them better than Mario, honestly. I like his visuals, his roast, and Scratch is what made me put it above Darkseid. But looking back at it now, I feel like Darkseid won. It's just because I just prefer Thanos' beatbox better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just love the Scratch meme. Well, not really. And at number 11, we have Pennywise 3. Now, Pennywise 3 is my least favorite round 3. And it's mostly because, well, the problem I had with Thanos 2. He just doesn't act like himself. And his roasts are really not that good, and they're kind of weak a bit. I really like his visuals at the end with him dancing with all his dead friends and there's zombies in the Bikini Bottom. It changes the scenery and it changes Pennywise. I mean, it kind of fits Pennywise, but Thriller, I feel like Ace made, yeah, so like the roast that he did, like, of SpongeBob being his girlfriend kind of got tired, boring. But I really liked the end when he was dancing with all his dead friends. It really fitted his character. But that was the only part that fitted his character, in my opinion. But I really like Pennywise 3. No doubt, we're going into the S tier right now. At number 10, I have SpongeBob 2. Now, SpongeBob 2 is one of the amazing round 2. But here's the thing with SpongeBob. He can't really roast his opponents. Because he's so nice, he wouldn't do something as savage as, let's say, Deadpool. Because Deadpool has no boundaries. He'll say anything to roast someone or make someone feel bad. So, yeah, I mean, I really like his beat. It's catchy. I like the chorus and stuff. Well, there's no chorus, but the flow, I really like the instrumental. And his roasts were okay. They're not the best. I feel like Deadpool did better. And also, Doodle Bob was a nice feature. I really liked that. And then his ending was smooth, and I really liked it. So, yeah. And at number 9, we have Sonic 1. Now, Sonic 1 was really good at the time that it came out. Everyone thought he was going to win, but surprisingly, he didn't make it around 3. But it was really good for the time that it came out. I really like Sonic, and I don't get people's complaining about it. I understand him better. His roasts do have a point, and, well, his ending, Supersonic, was visually stunning. And some people say that they heard the boy. No boy. I feel like because the meme really outdid it. But if you listen to it without the meme in your head, then I think this is amazing and stunningly amazing. Thanks, Ace, for making this. And at number 8, we have Patrick 3. Now, Patrick 3 is a really interesting case. His chorus is very catchy. His flow is very good. And his visuals with the new animation is just so overwhelming and good, and he looks really accurate to his show, and his counterpart is really good. And I feel like this beatbox is good, a bit overrated, but it's decent for what it is. And here comes the roasting machine, the man himself, Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 its visuals are just amazing. The chorus brings out a good point, good roast. Deadpool just goes hard on SpongeBob and just roasts him like the savage Chad he is. He just dances around the ring flawlessly, does not care about anything he's saying, exposing SpongeBob in every way, and basically ruining his whole entire life and career. And Deadpool 2 is just, it's amazing. Mamma mia, I'm a Mario, and I think this pizza man of himself, Deadpool, is an amazing beatboxer and is going to win cartoon beatbox battles. Speaking about the CBB final competitors, we have Patrick with his second beatbox, with his amazing look at you, purple. And his amazing visuals that are on drugs, and his pat back reference is super amazing. His roast literally go hard on Patrick and the dumb fat starfish that he is. He acts like himself. He just carefully roasts him. He is so calm and chilling against the Titan that snapped half of the universe away, but then got beaten up by a bunch of adventures in the next movie. He just carelessly beatboxes and farts from his butt like if he ate just a Taco Bell and had explosive diarrhea in the toilet. Let's move on to the next one because I'm going crazy right now over how good this is. And at number 5, we have the scary man, the piano-playing clown-looking guy that plays the piano and burnt this little tree guy to the ground. Pennywise just went hard on him. He acted like the scary, loving clown that he is. I love how his character, how he acts in this. I love how he's portrayed in here. He looks like the creepy clown that he is. He acts like himself. He roasts group on how he's a little weak tree guy. His visuals, oh my gosh, I went crazy when I saw him scratch a Pennywise style with this little clown. He went, ah! And then he controlled everyone. He made the ring change colors. Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. Let's move to the next one or else I'm gonna have a heart attack. No, I'm acting like a CBB fanboy, but that's because I am. And at number 4, we have Black Panther 3. Man, this is amazing. It's very, very, very underrated. People were disappointed when this came out. I was not disappointed. I was jamming out to this 24/7 ever since the release, bro. He roasts Deadpool in any way possible. He roasts Deadpool better than Deadshot and SpongeBob's roasted together. Both of their beatboxes together, this is just greater. This is Black Panther is like Rock Johnson. He's like, it's about drive, it's about battle. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. But his visuals, oh my gosh, the audio, sound effects, the ending, oh my gosh, it's so... I can't even describe with words how amazing this is. Black Panther is just an amazing character in cartoon beatbox styles. He goes, yeah, 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 yeah. And the ending is the beatboxing, the fight scenes, the visuals, amazing. Everything out of this is in either an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Just amazing. But Sonic with at number 3, the top 3, bronze prize. His beatbox. Some people say they can't hear him. But Sonic 2 is just... It just sounds so good in my headphones, in my ears. When I first listened to it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a med kit to my ears from Fortnite. Yes, I made a Fortnite reference, but it does not matter because this is so amazing. He brings out his crew, he turns into the freaking werewolf and goes crazy on Black Panther, just give him in every way possible. Oh my gosh, I might even say this, but I feel like Sonic roasted Black Panther a bit more than Deadpool did. But that means that I have Black Panther 2 at number 2. Oh my gosh, Black Panther 2 with the Backstreet Boys remix perfectly fits him. He is so calm and smooth, and he is just a smooth criminal, just like in his first beatbox, bro. He roasts Sonic in every way possible, better than Mario, probably better than anyone in the whole existence of the whole entire world will ever roast Sonic. With his perfect ending, Black Panther 2 is just... It's amazing. It's super amazing. But there's one spot left, and that's for the king himself, Dead. For the number 1 spot, the filtering and the zooming in is gonna be a lot more saturated because I got hit with the copyright block, so it blocked the video, so physically you cannot see it. I didn't get striked, but I almost did, and that's why this took a lot of storage. So I'm not really happy that happened, but hopefully this doesn't happen when I did this. Cool. For Deadpool 3, taking number 1 spot for the best cartoon beatbox battle, Beatbox, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, Deadpool. His visuals, his unicorn. It's just, okay, let's just go by this one by one. His chorus, it's so catchy. He roasts Black Panther. He doesn't go like, oh, I'm gonna win, you're gonna lose. He doesn't do that. He roasts Panther anyway. Roasting him on how his clan did not missing. Roasting him on how he got snapped by Thanos. Roasting him on basically anything Verbalist could find on the internet. He calls him a pussycat. I think that is so funny. His visuals and jokes are just, they're funny. Everything about Deadpool is funny, savage. They're just amazing. Deadpool 3 is my favorite, and I'd listen to this a million times and will not get tired of it. Literally, everything that he says makes sense. The roast makes sense. Everything. It's just amazing. I cannot describe it in words that will sound normal. But it's just amazing. I love Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 is my favorite beatbox. He acts like himself. He's a savage, mastermind, smart, roasting jerk he is. Because that is what Deadpool did in round 3. He proved to himself that he has a shot at winning Cartoon Beatbox Battles Season 1. And he has a shot beating the lovable starfish called Patrick Star. Okay, I need to calm down for a second. I always wanted to make a Cartoon Beatbox Battle ranking, but I didn't know when because I wasn't unsure on when the release date of CBB was going to come out. But I figured that now would be a good time since I think the episode will take a long time to produce and make since it's the final one. And I just wanted to give this as a tribute to CBB. I know I haven't shown that much of my appreciation for CBB, but I really like CBB as a whole. I think it's a really creative idea. I think Verbalace and his team did a very good job on it, and I've liked the first season. And I'll make a separate video on this, but I'm not as hyped for season 2. It won't be the same, but I love season 1 as it's going right now, and I'm rooting for Deadpool to win. Honestly, that's why I put his third beatbox in number 1, because I really enjoy it. But yeah, I kind of wanted to make this video leading up to the hype of CBB 15. So people are going to watch this video and then CBB 15 is going to come out a week or 2 later. And I know CBB is going to come out later this month. So I'm really hyped too. And I think I'm going to be recording a reaction to it. So expect that. So yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully this video does good because I've been working on this for 3 or 2 weeks. And I also have been working on Freddy Krueger vs. Freddy Fazbear, which is already out, and Battle for Chug Jug 12, which is already out. So don't expect from me a lot of content in November because it's kind of my break month after this video. Expect CBB reaction, maybe the return of plush videos, and either YBB or FMCBS. The meme guy. Alright. Yeah. But that's really it. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys enjoyed my ranking. If you guys want me to do a ranking of something else, you can tell me. And when CBB 15 comes out, I'll make a video of a tier list after the episode comes out. So technically tier list and rankings are the same thing. But it'll have CBB 15. So yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.